Hi everyone, my name is Gaby and welcome to Core 30. For today's workout, all we're going to need is our mat, a bottle of water, and a great attitude. So let's get straight into our warm-up. We're going to start off with just rolling our neck out, trying to get any strain that's in our neck that we have throughout the day. We get a lot of strain from being on our computers, on our phones, or anything else revolving around our schoolwork or regular work. So I really want you to try to roll out your neck in any way you feel is most comfortable. You can hold it on one side if you want, and then switch sides. Or you can focus on just one side, rolling that back and forth, and then moving it into the other side. Or going in full rotations. Whatever you feel most comfortable doing. Just want you to make sure that you're doing it evenly on every side. We have about 10 more seconds here, so really focus on what needs to be stretched out before we move on. And in 3, 2, 1, relax, shake it out. And next, let's go into short little arm circles forward, really starting to wake up our shoulders for whenever we're going to be on them on our planks or any other core movements we might be doing today. If you want, you can start stepping it out as we are circling. And start making the circles a little bit larger now. Really starting to increase the range of motion in our shoulders here and really getting them to be warmed up with the rest of us. And in 3, 2, and 1, shake it out and start doing the same thing backwards now. Little arm circles backwards. You can be stepping it out. You can be jogging in place. It's totally up to you. We're just starting to wake up our muscles here. And we can start increasing the range of motion here slowly and start getting larger arm circles backwards. We have about 5 more seconds here, so really get those shoulders into it. And in 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going into a standing marching twist. So I want your hands here near your head, not on your head, but near them. And we're gonna march, twisting, trying to get our elbow to the opposite knee here. Really starting to contract the core here for the first time, waking up those core muscles. Really contract with each movement. Try to get your knee all the way to that elbow each time. That's our goal, elbow to knee, but it's okay if we don't reach there. I really want you to focus on, rather than trying to go super low, focus on what's best for your core. So if it's okay to not touch, but you feel the most contraction like that, then go ahead and do it that way. And I know at least my shoulders are getting a little tired from standing up here. So if you need a second to shake them out, keep marching, keep contracting that core, and get back into it. We have about 5 more seconds here, so keep at it. Picking up the pace now. And in 3, 2, 1, shaking it out. Next, we're doing a similar motion, but now focusing on the side of our core, our obliques. So I want you to reach up and pull it down on each side. Really doing a standing crunch here, but focusing just on our sides here. You can either do the pull down method or the elbow to knee method like we did last time. It's totally up to you. Personally, I like the pull down method, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on here. We're about halfway done with these, so I really want you to reach and pull down super tight, really contracting that side of your core, your obliques. We have 15 more seconds here, so keep at it, keep working. We got this. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, shake it out. And now let's walk with me to the end of our mats as we get into our inchworms. We're gonna hinge at our hips and walk it all the way down to our planks. Make sure we walk it all the way down so our back is nice and straight and neutral. And then we walk it up to our toes again, coming all the way up. Really feeling the stretch in our hamstrings as we reach down, and the usage of our shoulders and core in this plank, and coming back up. This is our last move of our warm-up, so really give it all you have right here. Really warm up the rest of our body with this inchworm. We have about 20 more seconds, so keep working, really making sure we're getting into good plank form. Everything is nice and straight, and then we come right back up. We have about 10 more seconds, so keep at it. Keep working. And in 3, 2, and 1. Relax, shake it out. Go grab a drink of water, and I'm gonna explain the very first set of this workout. This set is gonna be all on the mat, so get comfortable with it. And the first move, we're gonna be laying down in almost a boat-like position, our feet out, our shoulders off the ground. And we're gonna be moving from side to side here. As we move from side to side, I want you to really contract that oblique on each side, just like that. And then next, we're gonna do a toe touch to a crunch. So same thing on our backs here. We're gonna have our feet up in the air. We're gonna reach up, try to touch our toes, bend our knees and go crunch, try to touch our heels there. And we just follow this pattern here, just like that. And then we're gonna be repeating both those exercises 3 times, doing 35 seconds of work with 15 seconds rest in between. So let me start our timer and we can get right into it. Starting up with those straight leg side crunches is what I call them. So let's get ready, laying down, getting ready in this boat position. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Having your hands near your glutes, make it a little bit easier for your back as we move from side to side. Really trying to contract our core and our obliques as we move our legs from side to side. Keeping our shoulders as far off the ground as we can and making sure we're breathing in and out, never holding our breaths. Also, as we're in this position, I want you to make sure you're focusing on your back. I don't want you arched like this, instead making sure your back is touching the ground the entire time. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Coming up, shaking out that core, that back if it feels a little bit of tension there, and getting ready for our crunches. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Toe touch all the way up, bending our knees and trying to reach our heels. Just like that. Trying to make it as slow as possible. I know this is difficult, so if you can't reach all the way to your toe, try to reach your laces or your socks. It's up to you. Modify as you feel the need. We're just transitioning from trying to reach up to trying to reach out. So keep working. We have about 3 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1, relax. That was round 1. I know it's difficult. My core is already feeling it, but let's get into it, and we're starting our second round now. Same thing as before. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Having our shoulders as far off the ground as we can, our feet above the ground as we go from side to side. Really contracting our core here and breathing, making sure we're not holding our breaths. I know this is very difficult. I'm struggling with you, so let's keep pushing it. We have 10 seconds left. Moving our legs from side to side. Feeling it right there in our lower core and our obliques. And in 3, 2, 1, relax, dropping it down. Catching your breath. I know I need it. I assume you need it. But getting ready for our next move. We're starting in about 5 seconds. With our feet up in the air, ready for those toe touches. Trying to reach up to our toes, bending our knees, going to our heels now. Same thing, repeating the pattern, going as slow as you feel. If you need a little rest in between, that's totally fine. Catch your breath, take a breather, and then get started again. Really working as hard as you can, making sure with each stretch you're going all the way back down and then coming up to contract. We have 3 seconds, 2, and 1. Relax, dropping it down. That's round 2, everyone. Let's sit it up, get a little stretch of our back, making sure it's ready to give it all we have in this very last round. Let's get started with our C-sit here. Moving from side to side,
really holding it, working as hard as you can. This is the last round. I know it's tough. We're struggling together, so keep working. We got this. We're halfway there. We have 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds now, actually. So keep working. You can do it for 10 more seconds. We're gonna do it together, so keep going. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, dropping it down. Whew. That was rough, but we got one more to do, our toe touching crunches, so let's get into it. Let's get ready. Then we get a long water break because we're done with this set. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Coming up, reaching your toes as high as you can, bending your knees, and then reaching your heels. Making sure we're coming all the way back down each time. Coming up and down as slow as you can to make sure we're using our muscles to contract and to bring us up rather than just swinging up with your arms. Making sure you're moving as slow as you can. And in 3, 2, 1, dropping it down, relaxing. That was it for this round. That was a brutal one, I know, but now it's our water break, so let's go get some water and we can get started in our next set. Okay, everyone, I'm going to explain our next set so we can get straight into it. It's going to be on our plank position for the entire time. So make sure our shoulders are nice and ready to be holding us up. Our first one is pretty simple. We're going to be in our plank position. Our shoulders, elbows, and wrists all in line. We're going to be in our plank position, and we're going to slowly transition to bring our knees down and then back up, and just continuing this with this pattern, slowly bringing your knees down and then bringing it back up, just like that. And then afterwards, we're doing what I call break dancers. If you've been to my other classes, I've done these before. They're one of my favorites. So we're gonna be here in our plank position, just as we were before. And a simple way to describe this is we're gonna mountain climb all the way to the side, raise our hand, and then touch that toe, extending it out. Coming back, doing the opposite side, mountain climb to the opposite elbow, lifting that hand up, touching that toe, just like that. Pretty simple. It's going to be the same as the last round, 35 seconds of work with a 15-second rest in between each time, repeating them 3 times. So let me start our timer and we can get right into it. First off, with our planks to knee downs, we're starting in 5 seconds, so get your positioning ready. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. In our planks and dropping our knees down slowly and then bringing them back up. Making sure we're doing this as slow as we can, having good plank form. Our back is nice and straight. There's no glutes in the air or all the way down on the floor. Everything's nice and straight. And we're just hinging at our knees, bending them down onto the floor to focus a little bit more on the lower portion of our core. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, dropping it down. Shaking those shoulders out if you need it. Give it a good quick stretch, because we're about to get back in on them. So really prep them, because we're getting started in 3, 2, 1 with our break dancers. Again, mountain climber to the opposite knee. Lift that hand up, extend the leg, and touch the toe. And do the same on the opposite side. And then once you get the rhythm and the movement of the whole exercise, you can pick up the pace and just start doing it. I like to call them break dancers because I think it's a fun name, and I think it describes it pretty well once you see it. We have about 5 more seconds, so keep working. And in 3, 2, 1. Relax, dropping it down. Shaking out those arms. That was the first set. We got 2 more to go, so let's get ready for them. Grabbing a drink of water quickly if you need it, because we're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up in our plank position. Either you can be on your wrist doing the knee downs, or even on your elbows. It's the same. It's totally up to you what you prefer. We have about 20 more seconds here, so really hold our plank. Make sure we're contracting the core here, making sure everything's nice and stable as we move our knees down and up, down and up. And in 3, 2, and 1. Relax, dropping it down. We're halfway done. We gotta do our break dancers, so let's get ready for them. We have 5 more seconds, so start prepping. Start getting the movement down, because we're getting started. Lifting it up, bringing our knee, touching that toe, just like that. Picking up the pace if you have the movement down. Staying at a slower pace if you're still a little bit confused. I really want you to feel that contraction in your core right here on that oblique as you twist from side to side. We have 10 more seconds. Keep at it. I know your core's screaming at you. Your shoulders are screaming at you, but you can do it. And in 3, 2, 1, dropping it down. Whew. That was our second round completed. Now, let's get ready for our final round of this set. Last time we're gonna be doing planks, so give it all you have right here. Let's get started. Lifting it up in our planks, either on your wrist or on your elbows, but dropping down to our knees. Slowly and controlled. I want you to be barely putting any pressure on your knees, just touching and bringing them back up. The whole point of this is to start putting the emphasis on the lower portion of the core in your plank. So I want you to just barely tap and come back up. We have less than 10 seconds left, so keep pushing. It's the last time. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down. Whew. Shake it out, shake out the shoulders, stretch it out if you need it. But we're getting started on the very last move of this set. Get excited because we're almost done. Let's go. And in 3, 2, 1, lifting it up and starting our break dancers. Twisting, feeling our core going from side to side with each break dancer. We got this. We're definitely feeling it in our core. We're definitely feeling it in our shoulders. But we have 15 more seconds, and we can keep pushing it for 15 more seconds. So let's go. Making sure we're breathing, and we're turning from side to side. And in 3, 2, 1, dropping it down. Whew. Now we're finished with that set. Now go give your shoulders a quick stretch. Let's go get some water, and I'll explain the final set. Okay, everyone, our final set, we're gonna be sitting on our mats for the majority of the time. And we're gonna start off with some simple Russian twist. So if you have your water bottle near you or a heavy book or textbook, you can use it if you'd like. But if not, you can come here with me and just be twisting it from side to side here. Trying to go as far back as you can with each twist, just like that. And afterwards, we're gonna do some bicycle pulses. So you can either be laying all the way back on your elbows, pulsing out your legs just like this, or you can go fully on your back and go to the full bicycle with our elbows as well. That's up to you. And then for the last move, we're adding a third move in this set. We're gonna be doing a sit-up to a toe touch. So I want your legs straight out. You're gonna lay down all the way flat, and I want you to sit up as slowly as you can and then touch one toe. Go as slowly as you can down and do the same thing, touching the other toe. That's as simple as it gets. So this round, we're gonna do it the same as the other 2 rounds, except one extra move here. But we're still doing 35 seconds of work with 15 seconds rest in between, repeating it 3 times. So let's get started. This is our last set, so I really want you guys to give it all you have right here, starting off with those Russian twists. We're gonna start it in 5 seconds, so prepare yourself. And in 3, 2, 1, let's get started. Really trying to go as far back as you can, either having your feet up in the air like I am, or you can keep them down and just focus on the twisting motion from side to side. Whatever you prefer. This is a little bit easier in my opinion, or you can keep your legs up and focus on going as far back the same. You're working the same muscles, it's just at what level you want to be working at. We have 7 more seconds, keep pushing. I feel my core screaming at me, but we're gonna scream back and relax. Dropping it down, getting our 15 seconds of well-deserved rest before we go into our bicycle pulses. Either on our elbows here, focusing on just our legs, or on our backs. But let's get started in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start off on our elbows, really focusing on my lower core, the lower portion of my core, as I pulse from side to side, right here. Making sure if I am in this position, I'm not letting my shoulders get all the way up to my ears. I'm standing up nice and tall, and I'm feeling it in my core. We have 10 more seconds here, so keep pulsing, keep working. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Coming up if you want to stretch out that back, and getting ready to lay down and relax for our sit-ups. We're starting in 5 seconds, so get ready. And in 3, 2, 1, sitting up as slowly as I can and touching that toe, going down as slowly as I can. Doing these really slow, making sure I'm not using any form of momentum to get myself up and to my toe. Same thing coming down. Want to make sure that I'm using my core the entire time and fighting against gravity to get up and down. We have 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. That was our first round completed. We have 2 more rounds to go, and then we're done with this workout. We'll head straight into our cool down. But I want you to give it all you have right here. So let's get started with our Russian twist. In 3, 2, 1, from side to side here. Really working on the obliques for the last time. This exercise, we have 1 more time to do it, but this is our last oblique focused exercise. We have 15 more seconds, so keep pushing, trying to reach as far back as you can, going from either side as you twist. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down, stretching out that back. I know it can be uncomfortable in that C-seated position. It's a little tongue twister there. But let's get ready for our bicycle pulses. In 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna stay here with my elbows, making sure I'm standing nice and tall, and I'm pulsing my legs out and in as if I was in a cycle class. Bicycling through this last set. We're keep working, we're keep pushing. We have 15 more seconds, keep at it. You're gonna get everything you get out in this workout, so keep pushing it and keep giving everything you have. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down and relaxing. That was amazing, everyone. We're almost done with this. We have our sit-ups and just 1 more round after that, so let's get ready. Laying it down and starting in 3, 2, and 1. Coming up as slowly as you can, touching that toe, coming all the way back down, making sure our hands are somewhere not near the ground and not pushing ourselves up, either using momentum. I like to have them straight up with me so that it's just my core working. Not momentum, not gravity bringing me down, just me. We're almost done. We got 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That was our second round done. We have one more round to go, so let's give it all we have right here. We're almost done, and then we're gonna go straight into our cool down. And in 3, 2, 1, Russian twist, let's go. Going from side to side here, really pushing. It's the last 35 seconds of these Russian twists, so keep at it. You guys can do it. We're doing it together. Give it all you have. It's the last time. This is the last set of this entire workout, so you can give it all your energy right here. We have 10 more seconds. Keep at it. Breathing in and out the entire time. And in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. Stretching out that back, standing up nice and tall as you stretch. And getting ready for our second to last move, our bicycle pulses. And in 3, 2, 1. Standing up nice and tall, even on our elbows here, and pulsing our legs in and out. Last time we're doing this, focusing on the lower portion of our core with these pulses as we pulsing in and out. Keep at it. We have 15 more seconds. The last 15 seconds of this bicycle pulses, the last time you're going to be doing them. So why not give it all you have? You can do it. We have 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Catching a breath and getting ready for the very last move of this exercise, our sit-ups. So get ready, get nice and relaxed. We're starting in 3, 2, and 1. I like having my hands up in the air as I sit up nice and slow and touch my toe. Coming down just as slow as I came up and really working against gravity and momentum. We have 20 more seconds. Really try to make those 20 seconds of work count, going as slow as you can. Keep working, we got this. We're doing this together. And 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Congratulations, that was a difficult workout. Let's go get some water before we can start cooling down. Okay, everyone, for our cool down, I want us to stay here at the edge of our mats, and I want you to hinge at your hips and go into a downward dog here. Really pushing our chest into the floor, stretching out our back and shoulders, as well as our hamstrings here in this downward dog. You can walk it out here if you want. Really stretch out the calves if they've been tight recently. And now I want you to transition into a cobra, coming down and then back up, really stretching out the core, having our shoulders away from our ears as you push down against the floor, trying to get that pelvis off the floor and really elongating our midsection, our core. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and out. Curling your feet under you and transitioning into a child's pose. Stretching your back and shoulders out in this pose. If you want to deepen the stretch, widening your stance and going deeper. Pushing our palms into the floor as we stretch out that back and shoulder area. Breathing in
and out. One more time, breathing in and out. Coming up and coming onto our feet. Going into a sumo stance position and breathing in one more time and out. One last time and out. Congratulations everyone for completing that difficult core workout. If you like some of the moves or if you didn't like some, please let me know in the feedback form below, and let me know if you want me to add some other things or focus on something else. I'm happy to take any feedback, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.